happy to see you all. Thanks for coming, Andreas and Victor, and Irina, of course, as well. Um, we're having an interview today about our two companies and about their values and about the apps that are outstanding and the work that we do. So, to kick things off, how would you describe your company and your role in just one sentence? Please start, Victor.
Okay. At Peakforce, I lead a team of Atlassian experts, and we help companies turn complex tools like Jira into simple and effective systems that actually support how companies work.
Great, thank you. Same question for you, Andreas. How would you describe your company that I work in, fortunately, and your role in just one sentence?
Oh, that could be a long sentence, by the way. So thank you first. But so APTIS is with a strong background on the solution partner area, now focusing on delivering apps for the Atlassian ecosystem in terms of Epic SumUp or the multi-time tracker. And my role is the product manager.
Okay. Well, that was quite short. So perfect. Okay, this one is for you too, Andreas. Aptis has created tools like Epic SumUp and Multi-Time Tracker. What was, or can you give us a quick overview of the version behind this app's vision? Sorry.
Oh, yeah, both of the apps, like I think my strong belief is that almost all the apps ha should have a paint-driven background. And so if you start working with the tools from Atlassian and you're not exactly what following the principles and the dogmas Atlassian produces into their products, so you will might have some pain at certain points. So that was the first birth arrow of Epic SumUp. As a project manager, I would like to just have a very one glance overview of more than just one metric. So we added that was the birth hour, and we created more and more metrics and made it very easy to see everything at a glance. And then everything follows up like, oh, if I can see that, I want to drill down, I want to edit, I want to do all of that stuff and navigate. And that was Epic SumUp evolving over time. Multi-time tracker is quite the same. I was really sick of thinking about where to log my times at the end of the day. And so it ends up in these garbage collection issues that are used for, I don't know where I have worked on all during the whole day. So if you're just on one focus, it's probably not a problem. But for supporters or project managers with a lot of switching contacts, it's more easy to let something smart doing it. But the remember to click that you have to change context just does not work for me. So I needed some tool that does that for me, and that's the multi-time tracker.
Yeah, great. So Peakforce played a key role in building the Jira Cloud version of the multi-time tracker. So Victor, what was your main focus during the development?
I think during the development, and of course, our biggest focus was making the product actually run on cloud. I think we did manage to do it. We built it with the product integrity in mind. And the original app, I think it has a strong philosophy, of tracking time passively without interrupting the flow. And we work closely with APTIS to make sure that the cloud version still applies that approach. And from the architecture, to all the UX decisions, I think we kept it quite lightweight and fast. And even though there were some technical challenges, including the cloud limits, which of course we know exists, we tried engineering around them while actually keeping the feel consistent. So I think we did a good job.
I think so too. Well, thank you very much for your answer. So, Andreas, Epic SumUp is known for simplifying the complexity in Jira. What are your favorite features? I know you get asked that a lot.
Uh, yeah, when we started working on Epic SumUp, we had the reporting aspect in mind. So just see where your project is. But the truth is, by clicking on a progress bar, it gives me the whole structure, which is navigatable. And so actually, I'm almost not using the Jira Navigator and all these navigation functionalities at all. I take care of that. Everything is part of a kind of a structural thing. And then with the detail view edit, I can just navigate up and down and cross words and find other things. So this is my access point to all the Jira data. And I'm not sure that everyone is aware of that, but you should give it a try. It's really fast and easy.
Absolutely. And we also hear like a lot of people saying like, oh, I use my dashboard gadget every day. So what do you think makes it like such an essential part of like specifically daily routines within Jira?
Um, it's so, and that's one of the marketing sentences that I use all the time is so, what would a perfect day be if you're a project manager? It's like if you just can see that there is nothing to do for you, everything is on track, there's just green lights everywhere, and you can go to the bar, have your caipirinhas or whatever. So this is quite polemic. You won't do that as a project manager. It's like digging holes in water. You still have something new to do, but getting that overview that everything is on track and trusting that that is what people I think like, so that you can start with a good feeling in the morning.
Great. So, Victor, you're obviously in close contact with many customers. What would you say are the challenges that they face the most or the pain points that they address to you the most?
Oh,
Mm,
oh, sorry.
yep. No worries, no worries, Andreas. I think the moment when I see teams managing some cross-project work with spreadsheets or switching between dashboards and filters to get some basic answers, I think that's, let's say, the pain point that Epic SumUp addresses quite nicely because I feel like it transforms Jira from, let's say, this task database into a kind of like a true console control center for project tracking. So it might be really useful for any environment where project managers or team leads or even C-level executives like CFOs want to maybe understand costs and progress without dealing with multiple screens or complex scenarios like JQL usage. Yeah.
Nice. Thank you. You already answered to my next question, I think, because that would have been what the moments would have been where you immediately think, well, they need Epic Sum Up. So thank you for taking that already. So how would you then like kind of pitch Epic Sum Up to clients? What do you think what makes it click with them?
Mhm. I think you could start by asking how they track progress today, because if the answer is anything involving Excel or switching tabs, that could be a great choice
Yeah.
than to use Epic SumUp. And believe me, using Excel, just Excel for tracking progress is way more popular than it should be, in my personal opinion. So yeah, I think the app, gives, let's say, visual summary, some budget control, right in Jira. And what's great, I think it doesn't really ask people to rethink maybe how they work. So there's a bit of that low entry point. So maybe that's what makes it click so fast for them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I immediately get traumatized by Excel sheets. I think I'm not the
Yeah.
only one. Okay, Andreas, this is for you. The multi-time tracker, we already spoke about that you helped a lot with the cloud migration. Is another strong APTIS product, so it's also now obviously available for Jira Cloud. What was the goal behind bringing it to cloud?
Oh, it's kind of obvious. We started with the development on data center a few years ago, and so at certain point I realized so we are going to migrate to cloud as well. So I realized that there's no solution for that in the cloud, so we should probably think about migrating it to that. And we were still kind of careful to not do too many things at the same time. And this was like that would be because or why we scheduled it to that point. But now we are actually finished with the development. There is another round of so new the new navigation broke some things, but that's something that we are going to fix right now. But that's the idea. So it's from pain point to bring that to the cloud because it's an unspoken truth that the cloud is the future.
Yeah, heard that a lot on Team 25,
That's
indeed.
probably not that unspoken.
Well, Wiktor, from a development and user experience standpoint, what is something you're particularly proud of in the cloud version of the multi-time tracker?
Mm, I think it's for us it was a big task to actually not just port it to the cloud, but actually making sure we preserve the kind of the original product philosophy. Because since the app was always about the passive time tracking, that actually helps and doesn't disrupt the flow that the users have. We wanted to really keep that intact. So I hoped we achieved it. And yeah, we wanted to work closely with both APTIS and Andreas to design the cloud version in such a way. And yeah, I hope we did it.
I'm pretty sure. Thank you for that one. So, Andreas, Epic SumUp integrates with a lot of other apps like Tempo and like many more. How important is that interoperability? Sorry, I had to read that word in the Atlassian ecosystem.
Oh, that's a kind of philosophical. Got the same tongue breaker. It's a really good question. Because in my opinion, the Atlassian ecosystem and the Atlassian app system itself is started as a tailoring system. So that means you start with the baseline, with the base app, which was Jira, the former days, and then you add these kind of functionalities that you're looking for, that you need to fit it to your use case. And in my belief, this is still the strength of the Atlassian ecosystem itself, so that there is a lot of apps, so you can tailor your system to exactly what you need it for. And there is two main streams of this philosophy. The one is build monolithic things that are standing for themselves and covering everything, leading to the same problem that Jira has for itself. It's not covering everything. And my philosophy, and this is why we build apps in the way we do that, is you should always think about keeping it open so that people can use it as a puzzle piece. And that is the kind of interoperability that we need to let the people decide what kind of apps they need for their system.
Nice. Victor, I saw you nodding the whole time. What's your take on that?
Could you repeat the question?
I'm sorry. I just saw you widely nodding, and I was like, well, he probably has a take on that too. Do you have anything to add to what Andreas said?
Uh, nope, not really. I don't think.
So you agree, though. Okay, perfect. So this was supposed to be switch roles, but we just do it like this. Our marketing campaign runs on Atlassian. Well, it's not really ours, it's Atlassian's, but we take part on it. Has caught a lot of attention. So what's the idea behind runs on Atlassian, and what's the message for the users? Would you explain that to us, Andreas?
Yeah, I was confronted with the idea of runs and Atlassian somewhere 1 year ago. I think it was in Vegas or around that, the Team 24. And so, like, Atlassian is pushing everything to the Forge platform. It's just a straightforward thing to make the apps, if they are running on Forge without any connections to any other systems. And runs on Atlassian means that your app is completely running without any egress on the AWS platform where Atlassian tools run on. So from what the project managers of runs on Atlassian told me is that this is a highly requested um, piece of security and safeness from the very large enterprise customers, and one piece of the roadblocks that they prevented them from migrating to cloud. So, and as you see, the outcome this year on the Team 25 when they announced it is that this is still the case. So runs at Atlassian make sure that if the app is running, there is no risk of being any service. I be like polemic in somewhere in any garage, and you rely on this app running. Everything is secure. Everything is up. Even if you don't continue developing the app, it's still running there. And so that is what they requested, and that's a big step forward for keep the data inside and safe. So I think that's the biggest outcome of that. I think there's still some ways to go, especially for the mid-size companies. They probably haven't heard of it, but the very big ones requested that a lot.
Oh, how good that Epic Summer has the badge now. So good. Okay, this question is actually for you both. So I will start with Wiktor. You've worked closely together on several projects now. So what would you say makes this partnership between Peakforce and APTIS work so well?
I think it's a combination of a few things, as usually. I think first of all, if you take great products like all the products that Aptis has, and combine that with passion that you can see from the team and also from Andreas, and add a bit of, let's say, plugin development experience that also our technical team has. I think it makes for a very good match, first of all. And then you, of course, need a bit of what you always need in those kind of projects. So let's say clear goals, great communication, even though it's been done mostly remote. That's always something that has to be there to make it work. And I think we just clicked also in terms of how we operate together. So I'm quite happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, thank you for that answer. So even from my standpoint, I love to work together with Irina. Just heads up. Thank you for the nice collaboration.
Thank you, Alicia. It's the same for me with you.
Thank you so much. So, Andreas, what's your take on that? So, what makes it so special, the partnership between Peakforce and Aptis? Why does it work so well?
Oh, I think there is so a lot of things are already said by Wiktor, and especially communication on any level is really working good, and I enjoy the kind of collaboration. One thing that I would like to add at this point is that like transforming an idea from your head through an online meeting to someone who understands that and transforms that in doable things so that the development team builds exactly what you're looking for is not an easy task. Everyone who tried to do that can copy that. But this works extremely good with the guys from Peakforce. So we have the very first steps in trend, like communicating the idea, and then there was a lot of points when so I have a kind of an technical background as well. So it's good to talk to people that are on the architectural level and can challenge the idea quite directly. So that is very productive. I have the same just with my internal development team. And so this is kind of good. I like that. And yeah, and so we met first time in Vegas in person. By the way, I didn't expect Victor to be that tall. I thought he was smaller than me. Yeah. But it was
Thanks.
yeah, and it's nice, right? There is a good resonance in the communication. I like that.
Perks of operating remotely most of the times.
Yeah.
You never
Everyone
know.
is adjusted in sizes. That's the good point on that. Sometimes it's funny. I met people that I didn't expect them to be that tall. Not just Victor.
I have the same feeling whenever I meet someone who I haven't seen yet in real life. That sometimes happens. I'm quite tall.
That's funny. I can't wait to meet you all in person then to check your sizes, basically.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So this one is for Victor. Where do you see opportunities for continued collaboration between tech providers in the Atlassian space?
I think probably the biggest opportunity is actually connecting the dots, maybe between great tools, because the Atlassian ecosystem is definitely growing, but I still think there's a gap when it comes to smooth integration and let's say user experience across different apps. So I'd love to see yeah, more vendors working together to fix, let's say, the entire workflows, not just individual cases.
Great. Well, we are already almost at the end of the interview. We just have the quick fire hot seat questions left. So I will name one of you and ask the question, and after that, I will name the other one, and then he'll answer the question. So, are you ready?
Yes, let's do it.
You're nodding. Okay, Andreas, one Jira pain point you'd eliminate instantly if you could.
Ooh. That's hard. That's hard. I would ask Atlassian to probably not change that many things in that high frequency. So I always copy like that. It's as soon as everyone understands how it works and how things are named, they are changing it. But that's something there could be more sustainability.
Yeah. I mean, even community leaders are now community champions again.
Yeah,
Oh,
just after we printed the shirts.
yes. Now we printed another badge because, well, it's a limited retro edition. But anyhow, Victor, one Jira pain point you'd eliminate instantly if you could.
Well, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. I think maybe too often every team has a kind of like its own dashboard and a way of looking at data, and no one's really on the same page. So that's something that comes from my experience. So I think those reporting silos, that's how I would call it. That's something I'd like to eliminate.
Well, Atlassian, do you hear us? So, okay. Andreas, what's one? I think you already talked about one underrated feature, but can you name another one in Epic SumUp or multi-time tracker?
Yeah, for Epic SumUp, it's the combination of filter out in your project what's already done and then do mass editings on that song. So just reduce, like filter and execute things that you need to do as a project manager with a detail view. For the multi-time tracker, it's the just forget that it's there. It's just working.
Yeah, absolutely. What would you say, Victor? What is one underrated feature within Epic SumUp or the multi-time tracker?
I think on the multi-time tracker, I think I can agree with Andreas because I'm a big fan of automation. And I think this idea of automatic background tracking is great because you can just start working and it basically logs your time without you even thinking about it. So it saves time, saves effort, and gives you clean data. I like it.
Thank you very much. Okay, Andreas, your dream dashboard in 3 words.
My dream dashboard, all projects with green progress bars.
That's a good one. What about you, Victor? What would you say?
I think clear, maybe real time, of course, and then actionable that we can actually act on the data.
Oh, pretty nice answer. Okay. Um, this time Victor goes first. Last time a customer surprised you with an innovative use case.
So I think one client wanted to spot how often or how often their team was switching tasks during the day. So it was a start of some conversation about how their work was actually structured because there were some flaws in it. So that went beyond just time tracking, but it's usually how it works with time tracking versus structure of how teams work.
That's super interesting. So, Andreas, what would you say? Last time a customer surprised you with an innovative use case. When was that and what was that?
Oh, it's this is there is a lot of them. I just would not figure out the last one because I'm we are doing a lot of research and talk with customers and partners to get their use cases out. But I think one of the use cases that were kind of strong is to use Epic SumUp and the different categorization into work logs that can be done by Tempo timesheets and then produce with the help of script runner custom fields and some magic behind that so that every category has their own progress bar. So you can see at the project level did the QA went wrong, or development, or design, or support, and that is it turns out into 6 different progress bars. We have produced that with one of our partners, and it was kind of successful. And now they use this very outgrown use case for a very detailed overview of what's going wrong in your project.
Well, that's also super interesting. Love the question. Okay, Wiktor, a feature you built that you wish more people would discover.
I would say I like maybe when teams can make smarter decisions. That's something that I quite like. So I think maybe the issue level tracker MTT. It's something that's not flashy, but it paints a clear picture and tells us how people are spending time. So because of that, we can actually make smarter decisions. So I think it's quite nice.
Thank you very much for the answer. Andreas, how about you? Which feature?
Uh,
I mean, we already talked like 2 times about an underrated one, but I guess you have some more on your plate. What feature would you wish that more people would discover?
May I give two answers for the multi-time tracker? I would like to people make use of the daytime sheet, which is a collection of virtual time tracks and the actual work logs in the system for you for a day, so that you can see a wrap up of your whole day in just one view, and move them from one to the other and adjust all the work logs for your day. And it works perfectly integrated with Tempo timesheet, by the way. And for Epic SumUp, it's I think the search engine that is built into the detail view for large projects, searching for almost every string. That includes the comment overview screen and the attachment screen as well. So finding stuff in a large amount of issues with just an adaptive search engine way faster than that one that is built into the Atlassian search. That is, I think, something what I would like to people discover more.
Yeah. Thank you very much. So that's that. Thank you very much for your time. Finally, I can put you in the middle again because I do not have to look at my cheat PDF with the questions. Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything left that you would like to address to the people that see this interview or anything that's still on your mind?
Hmm.
I can start. So what I would like to see more and more, and this is something that is already starting a lot, is the cooperation of the ecosystem. I would like to see more solution partners working actively with the vendors, because the one thing that everyone is trying to achieve is the happy customer. Let's face it like that. The happy customer who can make use of what we are doing. And this is always a combination of developing things and constructing things and tailoring things to the customer's needs. This is already going, and it works out pretty well for us as well. And but there could be even more like that.
Absolutely. What's
If
your
I can add, I think I definitely agree with Andreas. So there's a lot of potential on, we could call it like a joint solution design. So especially around, let's say, vendors and other solution partners. There's potential for some integration of specialist apps to solve those end-to-end use cases, and also there's potential for, let's say, co-delivery of services like trainings and support. And this would be a benefit for, I guess, everyone involved. And as the cloud's adoption grows, I think we have to make sure that the performance and security topics are something that will be on the radar for the future.
If you don't have anything or any more questions, I would wish you a wonderful day ahead. And again, thank you so much for your time.
Thanks, guys.
See you
It was a
later.
pleasure.
Bye bye.
Thank
See
you.
ya.
Bye.
Bye.